Hi guys, today we're going to talk about a common fault on some BMW models, respectively the F48 that's over there, but this fault is not limited to it. Also the F39 is affected by it, F40, F45, F46. There are a couple of models that have this fault. So what is the fault? Well, usually in the winter time, when you get in your car and you go about your way, you might realize that the heating is not working properly. What does that mean? That means that the fault may happen on one or both sides. So you might have cold air coming in through the passenger vents or through the driver vents or both, regarding of the setting that you make on the control panel. So this is what happens. There are a few parts that work together, and the actuation is done, in my opinion, a little bit wrong, but that's the situation. These are the two flaps that control the flow of hot and cold air coming into the vehicle interior. This is a housing that was dismantled just for the sake of explanation. This is a faulty one, in which you see that the flap on the right side of the vehicle, the passenger side, is fully broken. That's not always the case. Sometimes, or at least how it starts, is it's getting deformed. Now the reasons might be, I don't know, for construction, a very thin flap used in hot conditions, the plastic softens, and by softening it will be forced to break by the actuator, which has the role to open and close both of these flaps, and the strain might be too much for this piece of plastic. So there is a repair kit provided by BMW, and we have it here, and it's this is the part number as of the time of filming, and these are the parts. So we have two pieces that are used to manipulate the axle that is turned by the actuator. This one is for positioning, and this one is for fixing it to this plate. Now this plate is made out of aluminum, and you also will get this screw and this nut in the package. Now the way this kit can be installed, the repair kit I mean, is without taking the whole heating and air conditioning housing out of the vehicle, which is a lot of work. The dashboard has to come out, you have to drain the coolant, you have to draw out the cooling agent in the cooling system. So this might be a better way and less costly for the customer, but there are no instructions as how to mount it. So I had to get this unit to figure out how they wanted this to be mounted. So if we take an actuator, I saw that this piece is cut roughly the same shape as the actuator. But now the actuator is mounted like this, so it cannot be mounted on top of it. So it must be mounted at the bottom, and it fits very, very, very well. This fits very well. So Now the first tool comes into play. This won't remain on the housing, but this will eventually. So this has the same shape as the actuator that couples into the housing. So we have to move this coupling so we get it into a position that is aligned with this coupling that will fit onto here and fix both pieces, and then we'll have to do something. We have to drill a hole into the housing. So this is how it works, but this only works on the housings that do not have the broken flap, only the deformed one. So what we must do is take a drill, approximately the diameter of the screw, like this screw. It's about 4.5 millimeters. And then we'll have to use the drill. So we place the drill bit into the drill, and on the car will be easier because we don't have to hold on to the housing because it's fixed in the vehicle, and we'll have to drill a hole through the hole in both pieces, the plastic and the aluminum one. This ensures that the flap is in a desired position where you don't drill it out. So we drill out the hole, and then we no longer need this piece. The flap should stay in position. Now, this piece is mounted, this is the outer face. So the screw will go through here. So on the other side, we have a protrusion that allows us to fix the nut in. So it won't rotate because we won't be able to fit it here, to hold it here, unless it stays in place. So when we screw the nut a little bit into the fixture and then we place it in the same position, we should be able to screw it in. You should tighten it by hand at the end. And being hand tightened, you will not destroy anything. And if you do this on the vehicle, you won't be able to see what happens, but here we have the opportunity to. So what does this do? This will stop the flap from going further than its end stop. Now, this only works, as I said before, with flaps that are not broken, because this broken flap will not be actuated by the actuator. Now, we'll fit it in the car. You can remove it from here. And we'll go in the car and try to fit it there. I'll show you first what happens with the mechanism inside the heating unit from inside the car. You will see externally how the fault can be reproduced.